in your course, you talk a lot about authenticity, but how can a company be truly authentic, and not how to balance its efforts to not look fake or even exaggerated?
Yeah, that's a good question. So authenticity seems to be more important in this digital age where we can find out just about anything about anybody, right? So if a company or individual makes false claims, they're pretty easy to uncover, right? Today, so if University of Illinois made some claims that weren't true, people would find out very easily. So authenticity is becoming more important because of the increase in transparency and visibility brought by these new digital tools. So the question is, what is authenticity? Which is we address a bit in my course, but really it's a hard question to answer. And we really don't have a clear definition of what authentic is. In my view, being authentic means being true to yourself. And so strong brands will usually have an authentic core, which would be, it could be, for example, the origin. If you think of Brazil, for example, I think of maybe a brand like Natura Cosmetics, right?
Yeah.
Which, if you look at Natura, I've worked with them a little bit, that they really believe in this mission of environmental sustainability and the importance of saving the planet and natural resources. And that's how they do business. And so they're making this claim about the environmental friendliness of their cosmetic products, but that's really who they are. If you talk to those people, they really believe in this mission, and they hire people who believe in this. So that's who they are. That's part of their identity. So it could be a belief system. It could be an origin story. Like, for example, if you're selling yourself as an Irish whiskey, if you're from Ireland, that's more believable than if you're from, Chicago. Although there's lots of fine Irish people in Chicago as well. So it could be an origin, it could be a belief system. But usually there's a story. They're telling a story about who you are, and of course, being authentic is only useful if it's valuable, right? So if you're telling a story, I'm an average product that really offers no benefits. It might be authentic, that may be true, but it's not very appealing, right? So authentic is important, but it has to have a certain appeal to people. So for example, there is one more example, a great restaurant here in downtown Champaign called Big Grove. And what they do is they have farm to table, locally sourced food. But what's neat about that restaurant in particular is we're in a very academic town, and the chef was actually a PhD student in California who started cooking during her doctoral studies and realized she liked cooking more than she liked writing a dissertation. And her husband moved to Champaign to take a job as a professor. She came with him and started this restaurant. So she has this sort of farm-to-table element, but also this intellectual element, which is very authentic because she has that story she can tell, right, about that. So that's what it gets down to, is being true to yourself and having a story that is compelling to people and that is distinctive and that people find some value in that. So authentic is good, but it's not enough. You also need some value to offer along with that story.